More homes for sale is not a warning sign, but it could be your buying opportunity. Maybe you've heard the number of homes for sale has reached a recent high, and it might make you question if this is the start of another housing market crash. But the reality is, the data proves that is just not the case. In most areas, more inventory is not bad news. It is actually a sign of the market returning to a more stable and healthy place. So, what is going on with inventory? Well, based on the latest data from Realtor.com, inventory just hit its highest point since 2020. But what you need to realize is at the same time, inventory levels still have not returned to pre pandemic norms. That means there are more homes for sale now than there have been in quite some time. And while it's true, inventory is up significantly compared to where it was over the last few years, the number of homes on the market is still well below typical levels. And that is the important context they leave out. So, why this is not the problem a lot of people think it may be. Well, some people hear inventories rising and immediately think about 2008 because back then inventory spiked just before the market crashed. But today's situation is very different. And here's some key reasons why. One, we don't have a surplus of homes. We actually have a deficit that we have to climb out of. What we're dealing with is a long-term housing shortage, and it is a big one. And one of the reasons the housing shortage kept growing is because new construction homes did not keep up with the number of people who needed to buy homes. In fact, the U.S. is actually short millions of homes at this point, and it will take years to overcome that gap. Realtor.com puts it this way, quote, at a 2024 rate of construction relative to household formations and pent-up demand, it would take 7.5 years to close the housing gap, end quote. That means that in most areas, there is not a risk of having too many houses on the market right now. It's quite the opposite. A vast majority of markets actually need more homes, which is why, even though inventory is rising, it is not a problem on a national scale. It is just helping to fill a gap that's been growing for years. Bottom line here is do not let the headlines scare you. Rising inventory is not a sign of a crash, it is a step toward a more normal, stable housing market. I am David Hittle, doing business as Shopkentuckyhomes LLC, a real estate specialist with United Real Estate Louisville. Call me or text me at 502 489 1135.